Steel hits wood. Your arm goes numb. A swing whistles past, close enough to feel. Someone drops into the mud. You step around him without thinking. Shields crush in. Bodies push. You're trapped in the press. For one heartbeat, it almost stops. Then you wake up in cold straw. The air tastes like damp cloth and smoke. Your back complains the moment you sit up. Nothing is soft, nothing is clean. Boots, belt, dirt. You're already sore, and the day hasn't started. A pale seam of light cuts through the tent. Outside, the camp is already breathing. You step into mud that grabs your feet. Gray dawn, wet air, quiet voices. Men move like they barely slept. Chainmail clinks. Someone coughs into the cold. A small fire tries to live. Smoke stings your eyes, then the wind steals the warmth. Horses shift and snort. Their breath hangs in the air like fog. The water is dark and bitter cold. It wakes you faster than fear. Bread hard as wood. A strip of meat that tastes like salt and old smoke. Your blade is scratched and tired. Not a symbol, just a tool you'll need. You cinch the belt and feel the weight settle. It pulls on your hips like a promise. A distant call cuts the quiet. The camp changes. Small movements become purpose. You follow the flow through mud and bodies. No one talks much, no one jokes. Shields lean in the dirt. Spears, cloth. Gear that's been used too many times. A man tightens straps with shaking hands. Another checks a shield without looking up. Beyond the tents, the world is gray and still. Somewhere out there, men are waiting. Orders ripple through the camp. A messenger runs past.
Form lines! Hurry up!
Like the day is already late. Smoke washes across your view. You blink hard and keep moving. Chainmail links hang heavy and dull. Cold metal, rough cloth, nothing heroic about it. Someone gestures for you to hurry. You nod, even though your body doesn't want to.
We have to hurry.
You roll your shoulders. The soreness sits deep. The air feels tighter now. You turn back to your gear. The next step is steel, layer by layer, until you can barely breathe. Your gear waits in the dirt like a list of problems. Cold cloth against skin. It's damp from the night. You pull the leggings on and feel the mud fight every movement. Straps and ties, already stiff, already biting into you. You knot the cords at your waist. One pull, no second chances. The padded jacket feels heavier than it should. You drag it onto your shoulders. The tightness starts immediately. You cinch it closed. Each tie steals a little more breath. The belt locks everything in place. The squeeze doesn't let go. Chainmail on the ground looks dull. Then you lift it and regret it. Metal slides over your head. It drops onto you like a weight you can't argue with. You shrug, you twist, trying to make it sit right. It never really does. Gloves go on. The world becomes clumsier. You pull the second one tight and flex. Your fingers feel slower already. The sword hangs at your side, scratched, heavy, real. You tighten the belt and test the weight. It knocks your leg with every step. Cloth over metal, damp, stained. Nothing looks heroic up close. You check the dagger, just enough to know it's there. The shield comes up, slick with mud. The strap bites into your arm. You lock it down. If it slips later, it could cost you. 2 steps in the mud. 1 small practice raise. You already feel tired. Your helmet sits there, scratched and waiting. You're not ready to disappear inside it yet? Men start moving through the mist. Orders carry low and sharp. Now you're dressed for violence. And the day finally starts walking toward you. The line starts moving, and you move with it. Armor settles like a burden you can't shrug off. Shoulders press close. There's no space to think, only space to breathe. The camp falls behind you, like a memory you don't trust. Smoke fades, tension stays. Shield rims knock, leather creaks, metal keeps whispering against metal. Every step drags the weight deeper into your shoulders. Your neck already aches. Mud splashes up, cold and heavy, clinging to your legs. Hooves punch the wet earth, mostly silence now. Just breathing, mud and chainmail, and the sound of men swallowing fear. More groups converge. The crowd thickens like a storm front, slow and unstoppable. Men lock into position. The line tightens, edges squared, eyes forward. Left,
God have mercy on us all.
faces hard. Right, hands shaking. Forward, nothing but fog and waiting. You check your gear with tiny movements. Anything loose could kill you at the worst moment. A signal carries across the field. The air changes instantly, like it got heavier. You finally see them. Small shapes across the mud. The distance feels insultingly short. Your grip tightens. You force it steady because panic wastes strength. The armor pulls down. Your breath gets shorter and your legs feel slower. Someone beside you adjusts a strap like it matters more than words. No one laughs. The line steps forward, slow, heavy, together, like a single creature. The pace grows, the distance shrinks, and the noise starts to rise. You lift the shield, the shouting swells. And then, there's no time left. The last meters vanish. You're almost there. First impact. Wood jumps in your hands. The line becomes a crush. You can't breathe deep. Steel meets steel inches from your face. A swing cuts past, too close. You drive the shield forward. It's pure force. Body slams your side. The gap opens. Danger rushes in. One enemy at arm's reach. No space, no clean moves. Someone drops beside you. You step around him. He tries to get inside your guard. You shove him off. Faces change in the crush. The threat stays. You back up 2 steps. Mud grabs your boots. You strike high. Metal rings. He doesn't fall. Your lungs burn. You catch the next hit by instinct. For a moment, the line holds. Then it breaks again. A strike from the right. Shield up. Impact. A flash of blood. Just enough to feel sick. You slip to a knee. You force yourself up fast. A horn sounds. The whole fight shifts. You push forward. Half a meter feels like victory. The crush tightens again. Air gets thin. A gap opens. It closes immediately. Your arm shakes. You keep the shield up. You lock eyes over the shield edge. Then he surges. If you teleported here, you wouldn't last a day. Not because you're weak, because this day is built to break you. The fight is only the loud part. The real damage starts before the first swing and keeps going long after the last one. Armor doesn't feel heroic. It feels like weight crushing your shoulders, straps cutting into skin, metal rubbing you raw with every step. You breathe shallow all day, and when it's over, you're still trapped inside it. And even if you avoid a fatal blow, the smallest things can finish you. A tiny cut, dirty cloth, no clean water, no real medicine. Infection doesn't need drama, just time. You're hungry most of the time. The food is hard, thin, and never enough. You sleep in damp straw with smoke in your lungs, parasites in your clothes. Your teeth rot. Your skin cracks. You wake up already tired because rest isn't real out here. Even your gear's fighting you. Leather snaps, shields split, metal dents. You're always repairing, always preparing, always marching again. That's why a medieval knight's day was terrifying. Not because of one moment of glory, because it was pain, filth, fear, and exhaustion on repeat. And tomorrow, you wake up and do it again. If you want more days like this, more jobs, more wars, more eras, hit like and subscribe. It's the fastest way to push this channel, and it tells me what to make next. So drop a comment with the day you want to wake up in next.